Hi, welcome. So this is video 2 of the slot and notch method. Last class we talked about constructing with found materials, and we kind of ended up here with this piece. It's had some issues standing. We added an extension over here because it felt a little too solid. And then this piece, if you remember, was kind of falling over and over again. So because of that, I added this little piece right here. So you can see it's really grown. It's got some more visual interest. It's got some movement. We got implied spaces. It's interesting all around. But I'm going to keep adding and seeing if I can add to the height and visually. So I cut this piece right here. I measured it to make sure it would fit between here and here. You can see that it's got a higher here and lower here to create the visual distance between this arc and that arc right there. I put 2 slots in here. So I'm going to see if it fits and if I need to cut it at all. Now, if this found magazine paper is a little flimsy, and so we just have to be a little patient and gentle with it as we're working. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to probably move this a little bit over to kind of create more space between these 2 objects. And again, once I find where I want something, I can add a little slot on that paper, the little cut that allows that to fall in. And it gives it just a little bit more strength to it. And again, I'll do that over here. Again, if you put it somewhere, once you put it, look at it, respond to it, see if you like it. If you don't, we can always move it. That's the great thing. It's just one cut in a piece of paper. It's not ruining what you're making. All right, so that looks pretty interesting. I could add another huge piece between here and there. That's an idea. Break this giant piece in there. Or, I could start thinking about those little shapes I was making earlier. So I'm going to go back to those and look at those shapes that I was thinking about adding. Okay. To create that shape variety that we were talking about. So I could add it here. I could flip it around and add a little bit more value variety to that side. That's kind of interesting. Let's say we're seeing a movement go vertically that way. Possibly maybe I want to add something here or here or maybe even there. So I'm just going to keep playing, moving things around, responding to it. We are hitting all our objectives. It's standing. We've got negative space. We've got shape variety. We have got concave and convex. So there's a lot of good things happening in this sculpture. All right. When you're completely done with your sculpture and you feel good about it, and it hits all those objectives, what you're going to do is you're going to take a picture with your camera. I really recommend putting your sculpture on a white piece of paper or a white tablecloth or a white bed sheet or a white pillowcase, but you really want that contrast. You can photograph your artwork well. Another thing you want to consider is making a backdrop to your sculpture, so that if I prop up a couple pieces of paper right here, see how that if I was to take a picture, that would look really nice against that backdrop. So when taking pictures of 3-dimensional objects, I want to think about the ground it's on and the surface behind it, so that there's none of that noise and business behind your sculpture. All right, so can't wait to see your sculptures. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the section below. Again, just practice patience and really try that what if method. What if I cut this shape here? What if I move it there? get up, move around your sculpture, and look at it from all those angles. All right, can't wait to see what you guys made, and have fun.